What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting topic here to cover on a load of BS coming from Gabe Newell himself and Valve. Now, we know how expensive the Steam machine is, and oh yeah, we're gonna get some PC fanboys crashing out videos going here too. We know that because they should not be defending this, but what do you expect? Like I said, I feel like if you're defending this and you attack the PlayStation 5 and you attack the Switch too, then you have the worst mentality as a gamer. Again, it's not even close. So let's get into this. Become a member, leave a tip down below, like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. Hit that hype button. Valve has explained why its new Steam machine is so expensive after players criticized the price. So they're looking for a way to defend this. The entry-level model starts at around £1,000 or $1,049 over here, which with tax it's $1,100, and that's without a controller. Remember that, without a controller, it's $1,100. While higher-end versions with more storage, yeah, how are you gonna go up by that much more money? A couple $100 for 2 terabytes. Yeah, that's crazy, right? But more storage costs up to £1,500 because that's the one with the controller. And Valve says no discounts. This is the thing. Guys, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this statement right here. And Valve says no discounts are planned. So they're never going to drop the price and give you a deal. Now, I wonder if this right here, this statement is going to remain the same if the component costs actually go down. Because if not, this is going to say a lot about this company. Remember, they actually gave you deals on the Steam Deck. The market was different then, right? Now, what they're saying is that no discounts are planned, meaning that no matter what, when they sell this, they want to make a certain amount of money. They don't want to lose any money, period, on this thing. So this is where I have to tell you that the difference between even Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, and even Sega back then, it's different when it comes to hardware. One, Valve is not that smart when it comes to hardware, because the point of hardware is to build a huge install base, not to have a little niche aspect outside of that. But because they have an app on Windows, huge install base, I guess they're just looking to make as much profit as they can, even though they get paid more than anybody in the industry when it comes to employees, by the way. They don't have nowhere near the employees anybody else has. Remember that, guys. Some of these guys make like $30 to $40 million a year, employees. To imagine how much Gabe makes a year. More than that. Just want you to think about that. So no discounts planned, meaning that it's staying at that price. I don't know what's wrong with this company, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's not going to work. Only like diehard Steam fanboys that take the load in the face from Gabe is going to support this. So according to Valve, keeping the price high, way too ridiculous, helps support an open and sustainable PC gaming ecosystem over the long term. Hold up a second here. So they're saying that by keeping this price this ridiculous, which is the most ridiculous price in any game hardware history, same thing with the Steam Deck, is going to support an open and sustainable. You think this is going to be sustainable for a PC gaming ecosystem over the long term? Like this thing's gonna sell like 30, 40, 50 million, you know what I mean? No, you even said before, if it sold 10 million, we would be happy. And you didn't have those prices at that time. It was probably like $750 or $800. Something like that. I don't understand why keeping it that way makes you think that you're going to have a sustainable ecosystem. How? Are you talking about hardware? Ecosystem? What do you mean? You're making plenty off of Steam. You're gonna make way more than you do off of this. This statement here makes no sense to me. Open and sustainable PC gaming ecosystem over the long term. This thing is dead on arrival, except the initial sellout of the morons that are fanboys that are going to actually support this thing, because there always has to be those people in the world. But in the long term, it's going to be worse than the Steam Deck, I think. Because that was at least somewhat in a ballpark of affordability when it came out. Though it still shouldn't have been that expensive, but they've had some of the cheaper models be down cheaper than that. And you guys know what I'm talking about. This right here is significantly worse. And you're coming into the console ecosystem or trying to appear as one with a PC device. To cater to who? Do you think any console gamers would be interested in this? Look at the test results. You're losing to the base PlayStation 5. I don't see how that's even. I don't even see how that's gonna even be possible. It makes zero sense. The company also says that users with compatible hardware can install the same operating system on their own PCs. Well, duh. We know that. For those who find the Steam machine too expensive, Valve suggests either building a PC themselves or buying a traditional game console. Man, isn't that funny? Like, oh, you know, I have this over here. You can go buy the 360, or you can go do this. They just did that to you. Valve did the same thing that Don Mattrick did. Well, you can just go buy a game console. It's cheaper, or this and that. I'm not lowering the price, and I'm not subsidizing for you. It's about me making more profit. I might want to get another yacht. Hey, guys, what are they saying? Let's read this again. For those who find it too expensive, you can go build your own PC or buy a cheaper console that outperforms my Steam machine in 2026, 6 years ago. And the PS5 Pro absolutely destroys it. And it comes with a 2 terabyte model. But I want you to pay $1,449 for the 2 terabyte model. Plus tax, we know that goes into like the $1,550 plus range. Almost $1,600. No, get a PS5 Pro and a Switch 2, please. You're going to have all PlayStation exclusives, all Switch exclusives. A handheld that smokes the Steam Deck. It gets Xbox games too. PlayStation gets all Xbox games. It has a bunch of indie games. It has deep discounts. It comes with a controller. And they have money hat third-party games. They're going to play them way better than that. And you want to get GTA 6. Am I talking sense to you here? This system's not getting GTA 6 anytime soon. And how do you think it's going to run it? 30 frames per second. Yeah, let's not be dumb here. Going down, Blueberry says, serious question. Do you guys think you could build a PC that would outperform this for less money? Are you serious? Yes. If so, how much less for the same specs? Dude, the ROG Ally X will beat this. I just answered your question. That 2 terabyte one, dude, you could go to Best Buy and get a laptop that usually has those deep discounts for $300, $400 off and have like a 5060 and 5070 in it. Yeah, I just answered your question. A 2020 console runs better than this cube for half the price. Who is this target audience here? I really don't see it. That's what I'm saying. Who's this for? It tells you a lot about what Valve actually thinks about Steam fanboys. They set a lot up there, and they're not lowering the price. But I wonder what happens if the component costs get cheaper. All you had to do, Valve, was just delay the Steam machine into next year. You should have just did that. Panikins, it's too expensive. Valve is greedy. I can't afford it. Valve, it's not for everyone. Bring your own hardware or use a console. Those are all totally valid. That's kind of not the point here. The point here is that you needed to enter the industry the right way with the right balance. That thing should have been at least $100 cheaper by default. But they wanted to make more profit than you could imagine. Same thing with the Steam Deck. You're thinking that that's how much they have to raise it to, but they don't have to do that. Valve could have been having a fluctuating Steam ecosystem that could be selling millions of more hardware, and because of that, they have millions of more users, and they're buying into the Steam ecosystem. They'll still make their money back up, regardless. But they just don't want to do it. So, you're saying that this is panic? I'm not panicking because I don't give a damn. I got a laptop better than that. I got a PS5 Pro. I got a Switch 2. I had the Series X at launch. Why do I care? I'm going to have the PlayStation 6 day one. Not making any sense. It's still not worth how much Valve are selling it for. This terrible pricing, better off just buying a pre-built PC. Yeah, or a laptop. Easily. No contest. And you can bring that around with you. I mean, it'll be easier to travel with this than a rig. Dude, like I said, just get a console. This is how much a similar ITX PC price, by the way. The NR2000 case is way bigger, but it's the cheapest I can find. And yeah, you can find cheaper CPU, GPU power supply units, but it won't make much difference. He's saying it's $12.95. The PC market in general is screwed. Another 20 yachts to Gaben. That's actually pretty funny. I actually like that post right there. Valve saying just build your own grab it console is wild. Then their cube costs more than a PS5. Good luck with that. You can already build better for a cheaper, and this is using only new parts. There's already pre-built parts which are more powerful and cheaper. Also, something they revealed, some units are single channel and some are dual channel. They don't tell you either. You won't know unless you open it. Also, and Ryzen suffers under single channel memory. Yeah, he's correct right there. 1,139. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So do you really think that Valve is getting charged that much, or they just want to charge you that much money? Look at that. Equivalent. 1,139. They're trying to make a lot more money off of you. I'm telling you, when it comes to hardware, they have just made themselves the most anti-consumer. You look at the app, sure, I like that Valve, but when it comes to hardware, look at the Steam Deck, and you tell me, should that be their price when you look at the Switch 2? Like, they just are just not being wise. Scalpers will still buy this. Will they be successful flipping them? Probably. You got to be slow if you believe that. Why would scalpers be interested in that? They'll be dumb. That's the beauty of PC gaming. Don't want to buy Steam's hardware? Cool, make your own PC, then buy your games on Steam. They win either way. PlayStation and Nintendo won. Steam wins on the app market on Windows, but in hardware, they're morons. They don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you right now, like that's no. That's why their last hardware failed. They've never showed that they've done anything amazing. Steam Deck, what? 5 million sales? That's supposed to be impressive over 5+ years? That's an abysmal failure to everybody else. When the Vita sold almost 15 million and the Wii U sold like almost 16, that was colossal failure. But that never happened again for those two because they had other aspects they were selling. But this gives you the idea, but the Steam Deck sells 5 million and that's somehow impressive? No, dude, that's terrible. That's what I mean. When it comes to hardware, they don't know what they're doing. And they even had deals on that too. That just gives you the idea of where the Steam machine is going to be at. Nobody's going to care about this, I'm telling you, except diehard Steam fanboys. I love Valve to death, but damn, I can't support or condone this. The price is too damn high. And the fact that no discount is planned and this won't be sold as a mass product, it will inevitably turn a lot of people away. Exactly. Looks like it's going to be a repeat of the previous iteration of Steam machine. You understanding what's going on here? You see what I mean? So basically they're saying if you don't like it, don't buy it. Haven't we heard this before, boys and girls? We have, and they flopped. Like I said before too, look at what Don MATTRICK said. Oh, we got a cheaper model over there. You know, it's called the Xbox 360. Hey, I'm just saying. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. This right here is ridiculous. Remember what they said, guys. Valve says no discounts are planned. And you're helping support an open and sustainable PC gaming ecosystem. That's what the Steam app is for. And that's what Windows is for. I mean, get out of here. This thing ain't going to do nothing. And then the company tells you that you can go build your own PC or buy a traditional game console. So basically saying you don't have to buy my product. Already at the beginning, you can go do this. But I'm not subsidizing. I just want my fanboys that can see me doing no wrong, go ahead and hit that buy button and help me out. And my employees make more money than anybody in the industry. Insane here. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Become a member. It's only $3. Leave a tip. Would appreciate that. Guys, it's here. Everything that we've been talking about for a long time. If we've been trying to tell people that if you thought Steam couldn't be anti-consumer, you're crazy. If you thought, well, you say Valve, right? But if you thought Valve couldn't be anti-consumer, because you could say that, you're crazy. They did it 2 times now with the Steam Deck and now with the Steam machine. And it's not going to stop here. They don't want to subsidize for you. It was always about making the most money as possible. And this company does not give you any first-party games yearly. They're just pirating away, mateys. Later, y'all.